Hi, I'm John Noser. This is Board Game Geek TV. We're here at Gen Con 2014 with Adrian Martineau of Days of Wonder, and we're going to take a look at 5 Tribes.
Hey, John.
So tell me a little bit about this game. This is, as with most Days of Wonders, it's got a lot of things going on, a lot of really nice bits.
It's got a lot of component, but maybe compared to most of our games, I think this game is a little bit more complex in terms of the way you gotta play to win. You know, not that the rules are more complex than Small World or Cargo Noir, you know, for instance, but it's got more depth in terms, I think, of play. So it's not, I won't call it a heavy game again, but it's got a bit more gamer feeling that Ticket Ride for sure, you know.
Well, that's exciting.
So the setting is an Oriental setting, so we kind of playing to be the Sultan, you know, of this country where we're in, and it's a game that Bruno Catala, the designer, like to call it a worker displacement game rather than worker placement, you know, because the workers are already on the board when you start to play. So it's a game where you can get victory points, you know, from different ways. So, and in the end, the one that gets the most victory points is the winner. But there are plenty of ways to get victory points.
Okay, so multiple paths.
Multiple paths of victory, really. So the color of the meeple there on the board that have been put randomly, and the tiles have been random as well. The color of the meeple is the tribes, you know. So each tribe is a color. 5 tribes, the name of the game. Okay, so it's 5 tribes on the board, you know. So the green going to be the merchant tribe, you know, performing merchant action, getting resource from the market. The yellow one are the vizier. They give you points at the end by having majority of them. So you want to get many of them and keep them. Okay. The white one are the elder. They invoke genes to get power. You know, genes give you victory points and special power. Then 22 different genes in the game.
Oh wow!
So many of them, many combo, you know, between the genes.
Do they all come out each game, or is it
no? Usually you get to see, you know, between, let's say, 7 and 12, depending on how much, you know, people play the builder strategy. The elder strategy. You know. The blue one are the builder. They are getting points, getting VP from the board, immediate VP by doing, let's say, a kind of walking action on the tile. So it's immediate victory points. And the red one, the bad guys, that's the assassins. So they kill people on the board. You know?
Wow.
So they're very bad, but also useful, you know, to play with.
Okay.
So all the gameplay is, I think, simple. There's a bid, an auction for each turn of the game. So the turn order, which is very important, you know, as an auction to decide the turn order. So in this case, for instance, the black player who is going to bid first, you know, put his token on the track and he's putting on the 5, so he immediately get to pay 5 at the bank. And this has victory points.
Okay, so you're bidding victory points.
Exactly, and you can bid up to 18, which is a lot of victory points.
Oh yeah.
Okay, knowing that the score usually go from 100 to 150. You know,
that's
you don't
10%.
see. Yeah, it's a lot. So sometimes you see 18, but you have a good move to do a good move after that. Then the other player, the pink one, you know, decide where to bid. So he can bid 8 to be in front of the black, or say I can bid 0, and so on. So yellow want to play before, he pay 8. And then the funny thing is that if you get to pay 0, after another one, you push him up on the track.
Oh,
you know?
okay, so the person who bids 0 first
is
gonna
play
go
last. Exactly. Okay. So if you're first, you want to bid at least 1. Okay. And then you take turn in order defined by the track, you know. So orange going to play first. And action that the orange will do are the following. Move the tribes, do the tribe action, and do the tile action.
Okay. So move the tribes,
do the
tribe action,
tile action. Okay. Moving the tribes work a bit like a Mancala game. You seed meeple. Okay. So you go, for instance, this way. I go 1, 2, 3. Okay. And the very important rule is that the last tile, your target tile in a sense, you must put a meeple that match one color that is already there.
Okay.
So on this tile you can only bring green or yellow.
Okay.
Because what you do after, which is the tribe action, is that you remove all the meeple, you know, for the same color, and do the green action to a level of 3.
Oh, okay. So the more they're there, the more powerful.
Exactly. Look, they're like 3 wide there, so that, you know, a good movement. If you do the
One,
turn, yeah, 1,
2,
3,
3, and
then you
I
get to
take
remove
all
4.
these off, and then
Exactly.
I get 4. Okay, cool.
Okay, so basically, I'm going to do quick on the tribe action.
Sure.
The green going to take card from the market, as many cards as you remove green.
Oh, okay.
So and going this way. So I remove 3, I take 3 cards.
Okay. And you
Okay.
have to take in the row, so you
Yeah.
can't go this one, and that
Exactly.
one. Okay, so you just take the first 3
Exactly, and you want to take different one, you know, and there's some rarity, you know, some are more frequent than the other. So sometimes you will need to find another way to get card.
Okay.
The white one and the yellow one, you get to keep them in front of you. The one you take, okay?
The white and the yellow.
Yeah, the white and the yellow.
Okay.
The white is going to be like a money to buy jeans.
Okay.
You know, the cost of the jean, I mean, we'll see later, this is linked to the tile action.
See if we could maybe
A
get
better
a little
view.
zoom of
Yeah.
that, because that's really nice art, and you can kind
Yeah,
of
those are
look at
very
that.
nice, yeah. And so, and the yellow, you keep them as well in front of you, and they're going to grant point with a simple majority system.
Okay, so,
Okay,
and
they
that's at
don't
the end
move.
of the game.
Exactly, they're at the end.
Okay, so whoever has the most yellow at the end of the game, do you get points for second place and third place?
Yeah, the funny thing that you get like 1 point per yellow you have,
Okay.
plus 10 points per player that have less than you.
Oh,
So let's say I have
interesting.
7, I've got 7 points, plus 10 because I have the most, you know. Then the second one gets also some
37
points.
points, and if you're going to 100, that's a lot of points.
Yeah, exactly,
Okay.
exactly. So usually the last one, the fourth one, don't get many points on the yellow.
Okay.
Okay. The blue one, they walk this way. So let's say I'm doing that and that and that. I get to remove 3 blue. Okay, and I multiply 3 by the number of blue numbered tiles in the area. Okay.
Oh, wow.
Sometimes I go 3 times 1, 2, 3.
Okay.
Okay, on the square of 9.
So diagonally and orthogonally.
Exactly,
adjacent.
yeah. And the good thing is that if I got some slave in hand, you know, that I buy from the market, you know, I can play an extra slave to say he's helping the builder. So I've got
Okay.
1 extra builder.
Oh, so you're looking at 4 now. instead of
Exactly, I
power
get
of 3.
to increase my multiplying factor.
Okay.
So that's usually a good move to get some slave and play them on the builder action. Okay. And last but not the least, the assassins.
So what are you building?
It's kind of they're working on the building, you know, they're kind of fixing the building and so
okay.
on. Okay, that's the way. The assassin tribe, you know, is very powerful. You go like 1, 2, 3, you get to remove, and the number of assassin you remove is the distance you can kill a meeple. You can kill up to 4 spots, 4 tile. So I can go 1, 2, 2 is up to 4. I can to kill this one. Okay, and the good thing is that in this game, when you empty a tile, you get to gain the control of the tile by placing a camel. So at the end, my blue camel here are going to grant me 4 points.
Okay.
If I get to
Now-
kill this one,
Oh,
I'm
okay,
also
so you
getting
did
this
empty
one.
that.
So 2 tiles in a turn.
Okay.
Okay.
And that's, I could see
Exactly.
how that could
And you
add up.
see by playing, I'm not giving you other hints now. You see by playing that you have, when you have more than 4 tribe, 4 meeple on the tile, you can do loop sometime. And you can do red loop to put 1 meeple on 1 tile and kill it instantly.
Okay.
So it's come you know, some tactics to the way you move the meeple.
Now, if I'm picking up a grouping and I'm going, let's say 1, 2, 3, 4,
Yeah.
I emptied this. Do I put
Yeah,
that
no,
down?
it doesn't count.
That doesn't
the
count.
tile you start never count. It's
The
like
count-
it's neutral. Okay. But what you can do sometimes is that you can go back on the tile, you know. Look, this is a red loop. Look
Yeah.
at that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I remove that, get control of that, kill him, get
And
control of
get
that. So in this game, you have to pay attention where you go, but also you have to pay attention where you seed meeple, right? Because you are opening opportunities to other players. For instance, like that, you know, there's like a white one here. You don't want to go, if you go this way, you don't want to go like that because you're putting a second white one here, which could be a good opportunity for the next player.
I'm starting to understand when you were saying before the depth of the game.
Yeah, they're
definitely.
really interested on that, you know. So
So we haven't even gotten to the tile action.
Exactly.
So you move, and then wherever you land up,
you do the tile action.
So what are
there's
some of the tile actions?
3 tile action, different. The market, you get to pay 3 from your token to get one of the first 3 cards.
Okay.
Or this is a big market, you get to pay 6 to get 2 of the 6 first. So that's how you can get, you know, rare card.
And,
you
and
know.
these are going to be points at the end of the game for sets, or
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Set of difference.
Okay.
And
Set of different.
You
Okay.
understand a lot of points because one is 1 point. If you get the 9 different cards, it's 60 points.
Oh wow.
Had to get a lot of VP in the end if you
Okay,
manage
cool.
to do that. Okay. So that the market, you got the temple here. example, if you end your turn on that, you can spend some elders and some slaves. So it's one elder and a slave, or two elder, to buy any of the genes here.
Oh,
you know, and
regardless of the cost. Okay.
Yeah, and you put them in front of you, and each turn you're going to be able to use it. Some have a cost. This one costs, for instance, one elder or one slave. Some other are free to use. Some other cost a bit more to use, depending on the power they give you.
And you can do them each. You can do
once per turn.
If you had multiple ones, can you do each one? Or
yeah,
just
exactly,
one? Okay,
exactly. And there's some that bring some interesting combo in the game.
Okay.
You know, so
cool.
it's a powerful way to go.
Okay.
You know, and they give you points, 10 points. That's a big points.
Yeah, it's
you
a
know?
decent amount of points.
And the last tile you have is the palm tree and the palace. When you get to end up your turn here, regardless of if you own the tile or not, you get to place a palm tree on that, you know.
Okay.
And at the end, the palm tree increase the value of the tile. Palm tree is 3 and palace are 5.
Okay.
So this tile is worth 5, but then you're gonna have a palace, and then
10.
players keep, you know, ending on there, so you can get multiple palace on that.
Oh, so
you
could have like one tile with all 4 of the palaces.
Yeah. There's even more palace in the game. So I've seen a game with like 7.
Are the palaces the palaces and the palm trees counter limited?
Yeah, they're limited.
Okay, so whatever's in the game is.
Yeah. So the best way to fight someone that is building a lot of palace is build some instead of him.
Okay.
You know.
Or end the game and claim it.
Exactly.
And not
exactly.
end the game, but claim that tile, and then you're getting.
Exactly. And the funny thing that you get a lot of different power with the genes, and some will allow you to build more palace, for instance, you know, or palace in different locations and so on. So there's a lot of combo in there to see. I'm going to finish up by the way the game ends and the way we score.
Sure, great.
So the game ends in two different cases, whether no legal move is possible anymore,
okay,
or whether somebody has placed all his camel. Okay. Placing your camel is a good way to rush the game.
Okay.
If you want, but it's
now,
hard to do.
I have a question about no moves on the board. Let's say it's my turn. I don't see any moves on the board, but someone else does. Do they have to point that out to me and say, okay, there
you have to play if you can.
Okay, you have to play if you can.
It's happened sometimes at the last turn that there's some bidding war because there's only 1 or 2 possible moves going on.
Oh, okay.
And you want them.
Fair enough.
Okay. So in the end,
I
don't know if you guys see scoring well. In the end, you get to score points with the coins you have left.
Coins that
you haven't spent or you get from the builders. Okay. From the yellow
majority, which we didn't over.
Exactly. The white you have left are 2 victory points, but it's better to spend them to buy genes.
Because you're going to get more points.
Yeah. The points of your camel, you know, for the tiles they're sitting in.
Points for the genies.
Points for the genes, yeah. Point for the palace and the palm tree, and point for the sets of cards. Okay, then you get to totalize everything and get the winner.
Cool.
So you know, score range. You know, I've seen some games where we played around like the hundreds. And yesterday we have somebody scoring 176.
Wow.
So that was a huge score, you know.
Okay.
So
how long does it normally take to play?
You know, we play usually around an hour. 4 players an hour.
Okay. And it's 2 to 4?
It's 2 to 4. When you play with 2 players, you get to have 2
so you're
bidding tokens.
Okay.
So you play 2 turns each sign.
Oh, wow.
So you can, if you have your 2 tokens next to each other, you can set up something, and execute your move.
Oh, wow.
So it's being very more tactical all of a sudden.
Cool.
And then you know the game.
Well, there you go. Okay. Well, thank you very much for showing us. Again, this is 5 Tribes by Days of Wonder.
Yeah, it should be in store nationwide September the 10th or the 17th.
Oh, well, that's very exciting.
Yeah, so it's pretty close from the release. So we're happy. And it's good buzz on the show, and people seem to enjoy it. So we're happy.
Well, thank you for stopping by and showing us the game.
Thanks, John. It was a pleasure.